Wait, our office is pink and yellow and all sorts of other colors. I redecorated last time, but we're back with Layton's Mystery Journey. At this point, I would ask if we want to do Case 5 or Case 7 next, but I don't currently have anyone with me to ask, at least I don't think I do. So, in light of that, and the fact that my camera's been freezing up a bit today, I don't know why. But between that and the fact that we did all the side stuff we possibly could, except Ideal Meal, which I'm saving for last, I kind of have to jump into a case. I can't afford to wait around for people to ask unless I want to sit on this screen. So, in lieu of anyone being here, I'm just going to go ahead and backtrack to Case 5, so that we can resume in numerical order, I guess. Alright, we're going to the White Residence, and let's see if there's any ghosts. Something supernatural going on. Oh, and I can change outfits. I'll do that after this cutscene, I guess. Well, that's very odd. We're in the right area, aren't we? This is where Miss White said she lived. Yes, according to the map, her house should be around here somewhere. I don't see a mansion fitting the description nearby. Liza White is one of the 7 dragons, isn't she? That's right. She's sure to have a very luxurious home. Now, where could it be? Remind me again why she's asked us out here in the middle of the night. She simply told us she had a mystery she needs help unraveling. She specifically asked us to come at night, but she wouldn't elaborate any further. Perhaps she's very busy during the day. What is it, Cat? That suspicious-looking person over there, do you see her? Oh great, it's that Emiliana Perfecti from Scotland Yard. So it is. Well, I wonder what she's doing out here at this time of evening. Let's go and say hello. It would be rude to ignore her. What's that? Ignore her? Talk to Granny? I've just been visiting a friend of mine, you know. We were so busy talking I didn't notice the time. It got so late all of a sudden. We were talking and talking all day. Shattered now. Don't think I could say another word. Not one, not another single word. You think she even knows she's doing it? Also, let's check all the chimneys and light fixtures for money. Ernest thinks there's something in the tree. It was the tree itself. Alright, I think that's gonna be our fill of hint coins and collectibles on this screen for now. Oop. So, you. Good evening, Emiliana. Go! Go? Go where? Oh, it's you. You shouldn't sneak up on people. Sudden shocks to the system are very bad for the skin, you know. Sorry, we weren't trying to surprise you. So what are you doing in this district at this time of night? Work, of course. I was asked to pay a visit to a rather prestigious lady's residence. You were? Well, that's why we're here. You're here on business, too? Yes, we're just on our way to Liza White's home. You've heard of her, I presume, one of the 7 dragons. That's where I'm going. This is very strange. She told me she has a mystery she needs help to solve. That's right. Well, I wonder what this mystery is. It's mysterious, alright. Clearly is something very troubling. After all, she asked for the best analyst at Scotland Yard, and apparently a schoolgirl detective as well. I'm a real detective, Emiliana. Well, anyway, you might be able to catch her. You might be able to be of some use. I can't find her residence. Can you help? Oh, we're in the same boat, it seems. You're just looking too. It should be just here, according to the map. Well, in that case, we'll just have to ask a passerby. Hey, you. Excuse me, I wonder if you could help us. Oh, what's the matter there? I'll gladly help if I can, of course. Could you tell us where to find Miss Liza White's residence? Well, the White House, you say? Ugh. Is she having a stroke? Oh dear, you see, the White House is... Well, people tell awful tales about that place. That would be out of context if anyone was here to see it, and there weren't subtitles where white is spelled W-I-G-H-T. What kind of tales? Oh no, I really shouldn't be gossiping, should I? If you want to know the way, all you need to do is follow that street over there. When you reach a spot where the street lights run out, you've arrived. It's very dark, so mind you don't fall over. Thank you very much. We'll be careful. Oh, that's my pleasure. I must say, though, venturing to the White House, you're very brave. Oh, how these quotes have aged. Aren't you concerned by what that old woman just said? Concerned? What do you mean? The White House is in America, and this game takes place in London. We don't have to worry quite as much about that. She said people tell awful tales about Miss White's house. Well, we don't know if the tales are true, do we? Unless we go and find out for ourselves, of course. So let's hurry up. Don't leave me behind. Wait. So in the opposite direction of Dublay's mansion. The White Residence. White is a ghost. This must be the place, I presume. Are you sure? I mean, you haven't made a mistake. It looks, well and truly like a magnificent haunted house. Katrielle, you didn't actually say it. Are you perhaps scared of ghosts, Emiliana? Yes I am. Does that make me a bad person? Not at all, it's just interesting to see a different side of you is all. You're usually so cool and collected. Fear is a vital survival instinct, you know. Someone like you who doesn't understand fear wouldn't last 5 minutes in the wild. Well, luckily for me, I'm not planning any trips to Outer Mongolia. What are you two yapping about? Please, ladies, let's not fight. Shall we go in now and see where now that we found the place? Oh, yes, of course. The mystery. Keep your mind on the job, Cat. Miss White, hello? It's Katrielle Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. No answer. Perhaps she's gone out. Surely it's simply that the house is so large she can't hear you from wherever she is. Hello, how about knocking on the door? Yes, let's do that. After we raid her yard for money. La 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 la. La 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 la. Not anymore, you're rich. Gotta have some stuff like the Oroplane for the collection. That counts as clicking on the door. That's rather peculiar, there's no sign of anyone being in. This started to feel like a horror film. Things are getting interesting now. Interesting? You have a warped personality, Katrielle Layton. Let's see. The door appears to be unlocked. Shall we go in? No, that would really be like a horror film. The lost party of youths in the woods who stumble across a terrifying haunted house in the middle of the night and foolishly venture inside. Yes, it's textbook. What I can never understand about films like that is why they go inside in the first place. It makes no sense. Well, you could wait outside here on your own if you like. Alhor, let's go in. What a scaredy cat. Don't worry, there are lights on the inside. Well, I'm here on police business after all. I must be professional. Okay, we sure there's no other coins out here? Ah, gotcha. Okay, let's save, cause I'm paranoid. Hello, is anybody home? No, there's nobody here. We have to go. But the lights are on, and the place doesn't feel empty. So if there's nobody at home, perhaps this really is a haunted house. Katrielle, stop! I'm only pulling your leg. Careful, Kat, she'll run off screaming down the street. I find it hard to believe there's nobody at home. Miss White asked both of us to come. Wait. What? What is it? Thought I heard something. What did you hear? What was it? Was it a... Good evening. And... welcome. Oh... unexpected... visitors. It's a ghost! Hello, Mr. Ghost. It's most unforgivable of me not to have noticed your arrival and greeted you in the proper fashion. I apologize. Welcome to the White residence. I am the White's butler, Wooster. Did he say butler or a scary old man? I didn't catch it. Hello, Mr. Wooster. I'm Katrielle Layton, and this is... oh, Emiliana Perfecti, Scotland Yard. Hello. Miss White asked us to come because she has a mystery she wants help solving. Very good, ma'am. I'm sure Miss White would love to give you the details. Personally. Miss White is the head of the household, I believe. Indeed. Mr. and Lady White regrettably passed away in an unfortunate accident. Miss White was their only child. The young Miss White is disinclined to venture outside the residence. She is of a solitary disposition. Really, what does she do to entertain herself all alone in this large house? Since infancy, Miss White has been most adept at crafts and handiwork, ma'am. She maintains a full schedule of such activities. I see, and could you tell us where we might find Miss White now, please, Wooster? Of course, ma'am. Kindly proceed directly up the staircase. Miss White is expecting you. Oh, thanks, totally not creepy guy. Lots of candles. So many candles. Do any of them have hint coins? That lamp does. It's not a candle, but it is a light fixture, so like, it fits the usual MO for hint coins. Do-do-do-do. In the clock. There's the books. Do-do-do-do-do. Big light. Other candle. Yeah. Hello. Oh, you've come. At last, a normal room with a normal person in it. That's what appeared to me, Miss White. Let's find out what this is all about. After we raid her room for stuff, like fashion farthings. Or an item under her pillow. Drawers. Mirror. And hidden puzzle. Oh, I forgot to change outfits, I'm realizing. Let's do this puzzle. This one again. I have to line up all the gifts, but if you make a line of ghosts, you lose. Alright, so... it would be safe to move this one. Oh, no it wouldn't. Forgot to check the diagonal. That's my bad. I can't move this up. I could move this right. And I can't move that right if I do that. But I could move this. And now I can move that up to without having that diagonal situation. I think I got this. Ding.
This should do it, I think. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
Save in the game, and then we'll change outfits, and then we'll keep looking around the room. Let's see, what have I not worn? I think, let's see. Fancy mansion, possibly ghosts. Do-do-do. Yeah, sure, Imperial Elegance. Oh, wait, I thought I bought... Come to think of it, didn't I buy these at the end of the last stream? I guess it didn't save. Alright, now everyone's all fancy for our ghost mansion. Also, looking in the collection, starting to fill that gap because I did case 6 first. Now, where was I in terms of my thievery? Check your chair. Check your light. And talk to you. You got a puzzle. Hello, Miss White. I'm Katrielle Layton from the Layton Detective Agency. Hello, Katrielle. Thank you for coming. So, you, I presume, are from Scotland Yard? Yes, I'm Emiliana Perfecti. If we could get straight down to business, please. Do you have some problem here at your home, Miss White? Oh, please, call me Liza. Yes, I've consulted so many people already, but no one seems able to solve my problem. Then, the other day, Madame Dublé mentioned a lovely young detective woman she knew. I see, so she recommended me. Kind of her. Yes, and I also heard there was an extremely competent analyst at Scotland Yard, so... Well, I thought perhaps one of you might be able to help, so I decided to invite you both here. Well, we'll certainly do our best, I'm sure. Could you tell us what the problem is, then? Oh, yes, of course, but if you don't mind, I'd rather you solve this puzzle first. I don't want to waste your time, you see. If you can't manage this, I'm sure the ghosts will prove too much. Ghosts! Vivid Phantom. There will be a maximum of 2 liars. So let the ghosts face to hear what they have to say and work out which one's lying. Alright, one of these. Alright, it's a game where you have to listen and figure out who is lying. There will be a maximum of 2. That doesn't say there's a minimum of 1 though. There are no liars. I am the only one who's lying. Okay, so at least one person is lying. That means you're a liar. Not everyone is lying, you know. I mean, I believe it because it says there's a maximum of 2, so like that by definition is the truth. There are 2 liars. The only one who's lying. There are no liars. So if it's A and B, you're lying because 2 people are lying. You're lying because he's lying. You're telling the truth because it's those 2. You're telling the truth because you and him are not lying. So like that just works out too perfectly.
This should do it, I think. And that's how it's done.
Well, Liza, do we pass muster? Wonderful. Yes, I feel sure I'm talking to the right people now. You see, it's about the worrying, well, blood-curdling, really, events that have been taking place here. Blood-curdling? I don't know if you'll believe me when I tell you this, but we have ghosts. I knew it. Yes, and not just a few either. The whole house is crawling with them. That's amazing. A genuine haunted house. What are you so excited about, Katrielle? I'm afraid I have no idea why the ghosts have chosen to visit. Perhaps they have departed souls with a grudge against my family. Or perhaps the house is built on some significant site. Or some other reason entirely. I just don't know. But whatever the reason, the ghosts are here, and their malice is directed at me. Okay, so we'll call up the 4 champions, and we'll get right on the case of that malice. Do you mean the ghosts are scaring you? They're intimidating you? That's right, various supernatural phenomena taking place. I'm so scared, I don't know what to do. I've consulted so many people already. I had construction workers and surveyors here trying to determine if what's happening is really the work of ghosts. I asked the police to investigate in case it's criminal activity. When none of those avenues bore fruit, I even had a famous spirit medium and shaman here. And no one has been able to stop these mysterious happenings. I see, so you've really been at your wit's end. But then you heard about us. I really don't think it's a profiler that you need, Miss White. I'm not at all sure we can be of any assistance against ghosts. Of course we can. Any mystery solved is a latent detective agency motto. How can you possibly claim that? So, does that mean that you'll take the case, Miss Layton and Miss Perfetti? Just a moment, I really don't. Of course we will. Whatever is going on here, be it ghosts or guinea pigs, we'll get to the truth of it. Wait, I haven't agreed to anything yet. Thank you so much. It's such a relief. Wait, what? Profiling ghosts. This really isn't in my job description, Katrielle. But Liza's extremely worried. We must do our best for her, don't you think? Oh, I say, you are so generous of heart, miss. I do agree. It's our duty to help people who are in trouble. No self-respecting English gentlewoman could turn her back on a person in need. Well, I have Italian blood. But then, I don't like to be manipulated like this. But as you say, we have a duty to care for the community. So, shall we start investigating the house? No, I think we should start by questioning relevant parties. We need more information about what exactly is happening. I certainly don't disagree. I will accompany you. Oh, really? I skipped the text by accident again. There may be vital evidence or hints that you can overlook without me there to point them out. Sure, it's got nothing to do with you wanting to be alone in here. Scared I can't. Your dog is a very disconcerting bug, Katrielle. Come along then, let's get started. I think it's clear who the best source of information about the going-ons will be. Down the stairs we go. Gosh, Ghost, it's rather scary, isn't it? Gosh, Ghost, it's scary you believe in that rubbish. You mean you don't, Cheryl? Of course not. It'll all just be some big misunderstanding. AI. Oh! It would appear I startled you, sir. My apologies. Yeah, and you should apologize to Ernest, too. Poor pup nearly jumped out of his skin. What an exceptional canine you keep, ma'am. One discerns an almost intelligent tone to her bark. Thank you, Worcester. In fact, we were hoping to speak to you about what's been happening here in the house. Indeed, ma'am. It is to be understood you have accepted Miss White's request, then. I shall endeavor to answer any questions you care to ask. Liza tells us you've been experiencing a lot of ghostly visitations recently. That is correct, ma'am. Phenomena of the supernatural are to be observed here with some regularity since the late Mr. White passed away, that is. It is my understanding the rather unfortunate moniker of the Six White House Horrors has been adopted by local residents. That is unfortunate. The Six White House Hauntings has a more mysterious ring to it. Good idea, Cat, mocked the terrifying butler. Tell me, Worcester, have you witnessed any of these strange happenings yourself? Indeed, sir. I have seen the ghosts of which Miss White speaks. A most spine-chilling experience. It was the first of the 6 occurrences, incident known as the ghost in the garden. Tell us more. Very good, ma'am. One evening, I was performing my usual duties, patrolling the grounds. As I was walking through the garden, I heard a peculiar noise, somewhat like a muffled voice. Compelled to investigate, I approached the source of the sound. To my surprise, I observed a great number of ghostly forms in one corner of the garden, jostling and writhing together. I say, discombobulated, I, nevertheless, had the presence of mind to retire before the apparitions became aware of my presence. Regrettably, however, I stumbled upon a small shrub and was bound to exclaim. Unsurprisingly, the ghosts heard my outcry. They turned to face me, and with great malice in their eyes, made an utterance thusly. That is the tale of ghosts in the garden. You You certainly tell it very vividly. And you say there are 6 such tales. Indeed, sir. That which I have just relayed to you, and 5 others of equally disturbing nature, I'm told. We most certainly will uncover them, don't you worry. That butler is too creepy for words. Could you hear what he was saying, Emiliana? You were standing a long way back. Of course I could. Now tell me, how exactly are you planning on getting details of the other 5 tales? By asking people, and see if there's any locals nearby. It sounds like this wonderful haunted house is something of a local attraction. We can leave. I agree, it would be a good idea to find some witnesses who don't actually live here if we can. Alright then, let's go back out onto the street and see who's around. Bye, butler. This house still gives me the creeps. It's funny, I would have never said you were the type to believe in ghosts, Emiliana. A good profiler must always interpret data with an open mind. Allowing your personal beliefs that ghosts cannot exist to cloud your judgment is an elementary and fatal mistake. Oh, I thought you were just scared. What did you say? I mean, sorry, nothing. So, shall we find some people to question? Right after I save, cause I'm paranoid. But not about the ghosts. Hello, Miss, let me see. Yes, Miss Layton and Emiliana. Good evening. What are you doing here, DC Booker? According to my notes, the owner of this house, yes, here it is, a Miss White, has asked Scotland Yard for help. She's been the target of some rather grisly supernatural going-ons, and wonders if it could be the work of pranksters. We're investigating. Liza did tell us she'd enlisted the help of police already. So, Detective Constable, how's the investigation going? The details are all here somewhere. Inspector Hastings was on the case, but he was called away unexpectedly. Really? I wonder what for. He asked me to, let's see, take over the investigation, so I'm taking over the investigation. Have you learned anything useful at all? My notes do say that, we haven't discovered anything that could explain the happenings. However, well, I did spot a rather suspicious-looking shadow at the window this morning. And it's your job to be on the lookout for suspicious-looking things, you know, Constable? Yes, I'm sure I noted down my observations here. Here we are, I was investigating the grounds by myself. It wasn't this morning, it was late one night. I misread that earlier. Something made me look up for some reason, and I saw a shady-looking shadow at one of the windows. All shadows are shady, Constable, but surely it was just somebody standing at the window. Oh, yes, it was much bigger than a person, though, and then it disappeared. Poof, like that. Well, that certainly sounds like a supernatural phenomenon. After asking some local residents, I discovered it's been seen before. People around here call it the Wraith at the Window. I'm afraid that's, let me check. Yep, that's all I know. Wraith at the Window? Presumably that counts as another of the 6 happening. Yes, I think so too, Ernest. Well, that's one off the list. Go to the right. Let's ask around here. It seems they're quite famous in the immediate neighborhood. Perhaps, but I doubt we'll find many people on the streets this time of night. It always comes back to you. Dearie me, there you are. I've been ever so worried about you. I presume you know about all the strange occurrences at the White residence. Oh, yes. Yes, I do. I'm making my business to. Of course, I didn't want to say anything before because I didn't want to scare you. But people say that house is haunted. It's been cursed these past years. That makes it sound like a relatively recent thing. All the rumors started after old Mr. White passed away. I heard it from a friend first. She heard it from one of her friends. A friend of a friend. Hardly the most convincing of sources, but continue. Well, she was invited by Miss White, apparently. Late at night it was. She was shown into the living room and was just waiting for Miss White when a puppet on display started moving on its own. No one was touching it or holding it, it just moved. And then, just when she thought it was over, the accursed thing's eyes shot open. It started to cackle. Oh no, I don't even like thinking about it. I'm sure you don't. Well, my friend's friend was obviously beside herself. She didn't bother making excuses, she just fled. Fled out of the house, she did. It's a chilling tale, isn't it? One of those so-called 6 White House horrors. The possessed puppet, people call it. It's been very helpful, thank you. Terrifying, but helpful. Oh, well, I don't like to gossip, but if it helps, do take care of visiting the place again, won't you? I shudder to think what you might find in there. So, the possessed puppet. That's another tale under our belts. They seem to be something of an urban legend around here. Let's keep going and see if we can find out what the others are. Ugamag. There aren't very many people about this hour either. Got some sleep then. Or are you here to get your sleep? I know, that's your secret plan. You came here because I'm gonna put you to sleep. It's brilliant, really. Except all the times that I get loud and crazy. But you know, if you ignore those moments, then I can certainly try to put you to sleep. Oh, it's rather different from when we came to this area before. There were lots of people around in the day. Ah yes, that's when we were visiting Madame Dublay's residence, isn't it? It's not far from here if I'm not mistaken. That's right, miss. I wonder how Rex is getting along. Rex? Who's Rex? Oh, I'm sorry, Emiliana. Rex is Madame Dublay's protagonist in Pet Iguana. Iguana. What a strange pet to have. Actually, Liza said it was Madame Dublay who recommended me. I think that calls for a visit. We must go and thank her. This is hardly the time for making social calls, Katrielle. Alright then, let's make it a business call. We'll ask questions while we're there. She may well know something about the 6 White House horrors. I suppose that makes some sense. Good, it's a plan then. Let's pay her a visit at once. This is Madame Dublay's house. What an impressive villa. Shall we go in then? Not yet. Let's ask some questions for people on the street first. Good idea. Somebody might be able to tell us something useful about the White residence. Saving! Alright, start with the dog. Always start with the dog. I say, isn't that Cheryl's pal over there, the yappy dog we met on the hunt for Rex? You're right, Pinstripes. Looks like his territory, too. Well, in that case, he's bound to know Liza's house. Go ask him, Cheryl. See if he's heard of one of the 6 White House horrors. Alright, stop hounding me. I'll go bark hello. Hi there, Hound. Didn't expect to see you here. Oh, it's you, Hound. Still got your muzzle to the grindstone with that old sleuthing work, eh? Oh, it's not so bad. I was just wondering, do you know the White House that's near here? You mean that real gloomy looking place? I know it well. Ever seen anything weird there? Maybe a ghost? Ah, well, they got you investigating now. I feel for you, Hound. I feel for you. So, ghosts, eh? Well, have you ever heard the tale of the sealed cellar? Oh, that's a new one on me. What's the story? They say that old house has a cellar. Sometimes ghosts show up there. That kinda lowdown you were looking for? Yeah, thanks. I owe you a treat. So according to my sources, apparently there's a tale about the cellar. The sealed cellar. The sealed cellar? That sounds like another of the 6. Good boy, Cheryl. Golly, a cellar of ghosts. I don't like the sound of that. There must be something dangerous hidden down there. Excuse me, what are you trying to keep from me? I can hear you all muttering, you know. We've just learned about another of the 6 horrors. The sealed cellar, apparently. Where did you hear that? Who told you? I'm afraid I can't divulge that information, Emiliana. It's a trade secret, you see. Obviously, you private detectives have sources we legitimate lawkeepers wouldn't consider using. When you're as famous a detective as I am, you'll find some unique leads. Not dog leads, I mean proper investigative leads. Dog leads. What are you talking about, Katrielle? Never mind. Let's just find out about the rest of the horror, shall we? You're there. Oh, hello, miss. Good evening. Is Madame Dublé at home? Of course, miss. Madame and Rex are both here. They'll be delighted to see you, I'm sure. Just before that, we're trying to find out about the 6 White House horrors. Do you perhaps know anything about them? Oh yes, only too well. There's a story people call the Morbid Mirror from the White's place. Morbid Mirror. That's right, miss. They say in a cellar beneath the property there's an old mirror. When you look in it, you see an ugly, twisted face. Just to be clear, we're not talking about someone who has an ugly, twisted face looking in the mirror, are we? Oh no, miss. It's not your own reflection you see, it's someone else's. Obviously, it's just a story. I don't know if there's any truth in it. I'm sure Madame wouldn't like me to keep you. Sorry, of course. We'd like to ask Madame Dublé some questions, too. Thank you. Can't skip this guy, though. He's probably got a puzzle. Alright, random puzzle. No affiliation to the case. Just doing the puzzle. Level up. A group of monsters have appeared. Defeat all the monsters and level up all 3 heroes to level 5. They each need different number of EXP to level up. Blue needs 5, yellow needs 10, and red needs 15. Press and hold the button to blah 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 and blah blah. Let the battle commence. Alright, I remember this one. It's just about distributing the points evenly. Level 5, they said, so you need 25. This is gonna be faster to do the division. With the full numbers. You need a total of 25. Yellow needs a total of 50. Red needs a total of 50 plus 25, 75. which gives us a grand total of 150. Should be what those numbers add up to. Alright, those add up to 6, but none of these end in 4, but a 17 and a 3 could work out well. Right, what adds up to 75? I did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's up to 75 would be 55. That's up to 15. To 30. No one needs 30. You definitely don't. Means you would still need 10, which is doable if I do the 7 and 3, but before I get hasty, you need 25. You could just kill the one guy and be all set, but I don't know if that's necessarily the right solution. I think. Oh, that's 4. Where did I go wrong there? Oh, they need to gain 4. Okay, they start at level 1. I'm an idiot. These numbers are wrong. Okay, you only need 20. You only need 40. And you only need 60. Alright, 60 could be this and 5, or it could be... Well, let's just go ahead and... That puts you right up to 5. He doesn't need 25, he only needs 20. At this point, there's no way to make 20, so that's a bad combination. He only needs 20, he could do those two. And 40 could be a combination of 38 to 38 and 2. And in theory, the rest of these will add up to however much red guy needs. A process of elimination. I'm surprised I make you manually submit that one, because it already has the interface that tells you if they're level 5 or not. Also, level 5 is the company, so that's, I guess, the best level to be. It said so in the end description there. Nice that one of their puzzles actually makes video game references at one point. Alright, finally let's check for money and items. Text. More text. Money. Up here in the chimney, no, in the little pillar thing, yes. Other chimneys. Okay, there we go. 3 is a typical number, so I think that about covers everything there. Oh. Look, miss, all the cat paraphernalia has been replaced with iguana trinkets and ornaments. Madam wasn't exaggerating in her letter. Where'd she even get this much iguana stuff? I suppose a lady of Madame Dublay's standard and wealth can lay her hands on whatever she likes. Well, let's not allow Iguanatopia to distract us from the mission. To ask Madam about the White House horrors. Iguana stuff. Iguana stuff. Look at all the iguana stuff. I iguana make my song about iguanas. Do I see what I did there? Iguana. Iguana do this. Iguana be the best at the stuff that I do. It's like saying wanna, but also it's not. Hey, a puzzle. Keeping sand. This girl has 2 sand timers. When she sees the sand in both of them finish falling to the bottom at the same time, it makes her sleep like a log. One takes 3 minutes and the other takes 5 minutes. If the girl only turns the timers over when the sand in one has fallen to the bottom, what is the shortest time it would take for both to finish falling at the same time? Alright, she turns. I mean, she only turns them over when they've fallen to the bottom, but does it say she has to do it immediately? Because that impacts things. Because if she does it immediately, then logic takes 15 minutes. But the answer can't be 15 minutes, because that's too straightforward for a latent puzzle. Da, 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 da. 3 minutes, and then the 5-minute. She only turns them over when it's complete, so there's no mid-stream flipping. What was the trick here? What were they trying to trick me with? Because, I mean, in theory, I guess in theory she takes the 5-minute timer and then only flips the 3-minute timer when 2 minutes have passed. So if she's able to properly time out 2 minutes without a sand timer, then 5 would be the answer. I mean, it doesn't make sense to me, but sometimes the puzzles in this game just don't. I mean, I'm tempted to say 0. Yeah, you're not wrong, they like to make 0 the answer. 0 minutes. It takes no minutes for everything to fall. Anyway, I'm probably gonna have to reset the game here, but I'm gonna go with my stupid idea. That she waits for the 5 to hit 3 minutes left and then flips the 3. Because somehow I think the game is that stupid.
I'll have the answer shortly.
Yay, wasn't that. I wanna say 15, but like, again, too straightforward for a Leighton puzzle. Because we both know that the least common multiple between 3 and 5 is 15. Think about it mathematically, it should be 15 in any logical world. I acknowledged that earlier. Let's just rule it out right off the bat. Let's see if they were actually trying to go the straightforward route for once in their lives. That's not where the puzzle was. I guess I'm reading her dialogue first. Good evening, madam. I'm sorry to drop in unannounced. Katrielle, darling. Oh, I'm delighted to see you. So is Rexy Wexy, of course. Is that a delighted iguana, Emiliana? I'm a profiler, an analyst of human behavior, Katrielle. Iguanas are not my thing. Oh, I believe we've met before, haven't we? At the Savoy. That's right, yes, and thank you again for your cooperation in that case. Not at all. Now tell me, what brings you here today? Another case? Actually, we're investigating the so-called 6 White House horrors for Liza White. Oh yes, of course. It was I who gave Liza your details. And do you know anything about the strange happenings at the White residence? One hears tales, yes. I remember one in particular, the searching soul. Souls now. Yes, the story tells of a most petrifying spirit that wanders the corridors of that stately old house. Night after night, it stalks its prey, striking terror into the hearts of any visitors unfortunate enough to encounter it. Well, the searching soul is certainly a blood-curdling tale. Poor Eliza, she was a rather quiet young girl, but ever since her mother and father passed away, like every Fire Emblem character in existence, she has seemed rather in the doldrums. I do hope you'll help her. I'm quite sure if anyone can solve the mystery, it's you. Thank you for your confidence in my abilities. Okay, now about that puzzle. We've heard the 6 White House horrors. Those are all the things that happen. Okay, puzzle. Actually, I should have saved before I did the puzzle, but I'll just have to skip Dublay's dialogue if we have to redo it. Alright, trying the logical answer.
This analysis would be simplicity itself. What could possibly have gone
Yeah, I
wrong?
saw that coming. You know what? I just read that little hint at the end, and now I remember the trick. Dang. It says she turns over a timer when the sand runs out. It doesn't say it's the timer the sand ran out in. So she puts them down. 3 minutes pass by. She flips both of them. Which means that there is 3 minutes of sand at the bottom of the 5, so it's gonna be a 6-minute process. Okay, cool. Let's go back and put in 6. At least it's not 0. Let's say this one was not the worst offender as far as puzzles go. They are deliberately playing off your expectation that you'll flip the same one that it runs out in. Technically, the sentence didn't say that. No, I'm still paranoid that if I put that first, then it doesn't do it. No. Paranoid about putting the 0 in
I'll have
front
the
so that
answer
it doesn't think
shortly.
I'm doing it in the tens place.
That was just a simple piece of profiling work.
Alright, now I just gotta skip through that dialogue I read. And we'll be back to where we were. Ba-ba-bum, 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 ba-ba-bum. Did I find any coins or items that I need to take back? By the way, can we talk about sexy iguana? That is one sexy iguana. I hope it doesn't suffer from reptile dysfunction. Moving on. Good evening again, ladies. Is one to understand that you are now apprised of the details of the 6 White House horrors? Yes, we found out all about all 6. Now we'd like to investigate them. We would need access to the house to do that. Will that be alright? Leave no stone unturned, ma'am. It is Miss White's sincerest hope that you are able to explain these happenings. Come then, let's tackle these tales one by one and see if we can explain what's been going on. You seem suddenly more upbeat. I think it's highly likely that these ghosts are nothing more than people's eyes playing tricks on them. I'm sure once we investigate, these phenomena will turn out to be simple illusions. On the other hand, we might prove they're real. No. Miss Layton, I think it's time you stopped teasing Miss Perfetti and we started our investigation. Yes, you're right. Let's begin with the first tale, the ghosts in the garden. Wooster said he saw a number of ghosts on the grounds, didn't he? I wonder where in the garden they would have been. Alright, save. Is this the garden? Yeah, this is the garden. Ghosts, ghosts, come out, wherever you... Nope, they're not in the pause menu, so let's keep looking in the bushes. Or maybe... They didn't mean on the upper level, did they? Da-da-da-da. Dooba-dooba-doo-doo-doo. Shamalama-ding-dong, dooba-dooba-doo-doo. So that's where the wraith at the window was seen. I thought we were looking for ghosts in the garden. I wonder what on earth could explain it. That is a question for later. Right now we're in the middle of solving another riddle. Okay, they addressed that. Hold on. There we go. Ooh, spooky puzzle. Did you see that? That eerie light floating up into the sky? Yes, perhaps it was one of the ghosts. I see you found evidence. It's not Wooster, Emiliana, it's Wooster. Oh, you appeared out of nowhere, so I thought. Despicable of me to have startled you in that way, ma'am. I beg your pardon. It was exactly like this, the ghosts gathering by night. Who are you gonna call Puzzle Buster Hearst? They will run away if they're hit by a light. It's the same. The flash can reach only ghosts in the front row. Color has a limited number of uses. Alright, I'll start with red because it's got the most, and then the blue can come forth and have the most. Now the right time to use green though, I guess. Just so I can finish off the blue. Right, well, that did not work out. Whee! This brings more green to the front. Okay, there we go.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
A most meritorious performance, ma'am. Now if you'll excuse me. What on earth did he show up for like that? Sat on the floor over there. Ernest, pick it up, would you? Yes, miss. Are you sure it's not dangerous or cursed? It's a balloon, I think. So it is, a deflated balloon. Do you think the ghost we saw could have been? Certainly on a dark night, balloons bobbing about in the air can look rather ghostly. Are you suggesting the ghosts in the garden were nothing more than a bunch of balloons? I feel like this mystery is starting to unravel. Let's see what we can find out about the wraith at the window next. There are so many windows visible from here, I wonder which one the ghostly figure appeared at. I'm gonna say it was that one. Gasp! Puzzle! Did you see that, Emiliana? A ghostly figure just appeared. There's no need to sound quite so happy about it, Katrielle. Well, it's not every day you see a ghost, is it? We're very lucky. I'd rather win the lottery, personally. Good evening, ma'am. Another sighting, I believe. Worcester! Oh, you started me again. The apparition just observed is none other than the aptly named wraith at the window. This form, in silhouette at least, is quite removed from that of an ordinary mortal. Indeed, as in this puzzle. Silly silhouette. There's a silhouette, it's made of 3 statues, but which ones? Statues cannot be taken apart and must be used in their entirety. None of them have anything extra on their rear. Alright, so at least one of A, D, or C, I mean E, at least one of them got used because you need the little thing sticking out at the bottom. You need 2 things sticking out at the top. And none of these have one sticking out at the top, so they must... Can we flip them upside down? Is that a possibility? And some of these you could probably flip them upside down. Again, you'd have to. Like, if I turn A upside down, that gives me the top wing on the left and the bottom wing on the right. That could be there. Needs to have one of the statues that has the thing on top. But if I've already got a flipper on this side, And I don't want one on that side, so I would go with C, which covers one of the middle wings as well. But I would still need a second wing on top. And another wing there, so if I turn D upside down as well. I want to say A and D are upside down, and then C is right side up. That is my opinion on this. Yeah, there's no way to get both sides of the top unless you do that. I guess I'm just rolling with it then.
This analysis would be simplicity itself. That was just a simple piece of profiling work.
And I nailed it. Yeah, flip them. Any puzzle can be solved. A stirring performance, Miss Perfetti. Most exceptional. Now, if you'll excuse me. Why does he have to keep appearing and disappearing again? Isn't that a... Look at this, Emiliana. You wouldn't expect something like this to be hidden in the bushes, would you? Projector. Yes, any image projected from here would look enormous on the wall. So the wraith at the window is just a piece of cinematic trickery. The firstly so-called ghosts in the garden, and now the wraith at the window, both of them were set up by someone. Which means the remaining 4 tales of supernatural phenomena may well turn out to be fake too. Yes, which one came next? It was the possessed puppet, wasn't it? Let's head to the living room and carry on our investigation. So, you know, good news is that Layton's not trying to say ghosts exist. I mean, nothing wrong with believing in them, but it would be a little weird for a game all about puzzles and mystery solving to spout that. Here we are at the back inside then, miss. So, on to investigating the next of the 6 mysterious happenings. This is where that puppet's supposed to have been. Yes, the one that moved of its own accord and cackled loudly. Ugh. And it's here somewhere as we speak, probably. You know, I can actually feel someone's eyes boring into me. Good evening again. I trust your investigations are progressing favorably. Gosh, I say, you did startle me, Worcester. You have a habit of appearing when we least expect you. Indeed, ma'am. I endeavor to be present at all times, yet never conspicuously so. It is a butler's duty. It strikes me the butlers are not unlike ghosts, appearing out of nowhere and disappearing again into thin air. Careful, miss, he might hear you. I wish you luck with your investigation, ma'am. Alright then, let's see if we can find out about this possessed puppet. Where is it, though? I don't know, here? It moved! It moved even though I didn't lay a paw on it. Oh, it's alive! Isn't it sweet? What a lovely face. Okay, sir. Alright, I was expecting it that time. He's losing his edge. I remember Miss White as a young child. doting on the very puppet while it was still ordinary. She would play with it rather like these finger puppets, in fact. Puppet time! This is a puppet show with finger puppets on 2 ends. You need to move the finger puppet so there's a blue one on each thumb and a red one on each little finger. A finger puppet can only move to an empty space on the other hand, and if you're not allowed to have the same colors next to each other on one hand. Alright, moving things around. Oh, can't do that. You. Then you. And then you. And then you. And you. We'll do that. Then we'll do this. No, I still wanted to do that. Oh. Stop doing things! Okay, that can... No, I'm gonna start over. Okay, I got that blue where it needed to go.
I have a feeling that perhaps...
Finger the puppets, la la la. Oh, I took 14. Oh well. 2 moves too many. I see Lady Layton is blessed not only with exceptional puzzle-solving abilities, but also an exceptional assistant. Thank you, Worcester. I do my utmost to be a worthy member of the Layton Detective Agency. In fact, miss, I think I may have discovered something important. Yes, Ernest, what is it? Here, there's some sort of device inside this puppet. So there is. You sniffed that out pretty quickly. I was thinking to myself that the puppet's movements looked rather mechanical. Yes, that would explain how the puppet was able to move without anybody touching it. So this is just a wind-up doll. I really don't see what all the fuss is about here. Why are people so scared of these obvious childish pranks? Says the woman cowering behind the chair until a few moments ago. What is the matter with your dog, Katrielle? Why does she always bark at me like that? Yes, well, there are only 3 of the 6 White House horror stories left. Next was the sealed cellar, miss. We'll have to find a way down there. The cellar, sir. I've been in service here at the White residence for a considerable number of years. Not once have I heard mention of a cellar, nor have I seen evidence of one. Didn't think old Terror Eyes would let us down there. Looks like we gotta sniff out the entrance. I don't imagine it will be easy. After all, it's the sealed cellar. So this is going to be fun. Let's start looking. After we slot our 3rd clue into place. Yeah, we're halfway there. And we're more than halfway there because we took a considerable amount of time to listen to each of these stories before we started investigating them, but we're halfway through investigating them. Now let's look in the fireplace, because that's obviously where it is. Wooster, is this fireplace not in use? Indeed, ma'am. Miss White tells me she's most comfortable when there's something of a chill in the air. An unused fireplace. Perfect place for secrets, I'd say. So would I. I just hadn't voiced it yet. Stop stealing my thunder. Oh, really? You were thinking the same thing. Naturally, being a residence of some considerable size, there are 1 or 2 or 3 or 4 rooms that remain unoccupied. 3 or 4? I don't even have a kennel. The late Mr. White once posed a most interesting conundrum about an unopened room, in fact. There's a closed room that no one ever enters. However, 1 year has passed and something in the room has changed. What is it? Alright, Something that changes after a year. And the hourglass is already empty. Was this supposed to be the vase, like the water evaporates? I feel like that's what it was.
This is an interesting one. Any mystery or any puzzle solved.
A most extraordinary performance. Well, every puzzle has a solution, just as every mystery has an explanation. Look at that fireplace. A passageway's opened up leading underground. Indeed, most surprising. Well, that looks like our way into the sealed cellar. Would a lantern be of assistance, ma'am? I carry it with me when I'm patrolling. Thank you, Wooster. Shall we then, Emiliana? Sorry, go down there, you mean? Of course we can't investigate the cellar from here, can we? If you're scared, you can wait here, with Wooster. Just the 2 of you. Let me through. There could be clues down there that a wannabe detective like you wouldn't miss. Well, we wouldn't want that, would we? In you go, then. Stop pushing me, Katrielle. All we need now is the head and the ghostly tail. And then this ghostly tail can come to an end. Or come to a head. I should have said come to a head, because that would have made the pun more complete. No! Curse you, hindsight! Oh, this must be the hidden cellar. It's dark and damp and awfully cramped down here, isn't it? It's like we're exploring an ancient ruin. What fun! When you put it like that, Bess, it does seem rather fun. Puppy love, what's it doing to your pinstripes? Still, this is no time for games, is it? We must make a thorough investigation of this cellar. By that we mean rob them blind of all their coins. And collection items. And hidden puzzles. Suspicious looking box, it's got a puzzle. Do. Fit for a king. You visit the castle to show the king the 5 treasure chests you collected. However, castle regulations state each visitor may only carry 1 item of luggage. You are here with 1 companion. And you are a 3-minute walk from where the king is located. How many minutes will it take you to show the king all of the treasure chests? 1 chest counts as 1 item of luggage. Okay, each visitor may carry one item. I'm pretty sure the twist on this one is you go get the king and you bring him to the chests. So that you don't have to carry him back and forth so much. How many minutes will it take to show the king? I would assume that either myself or my companion takes the 3-minute walk, and then takes the 3-minute walk back with the king to make a 6-minute trip to show all 5 chests. I'm not sure if there's any shorter method that I'm missing. I'm gonna roll with that then. Put the 0, because otherwise I worry the game won't recognize it.
This analysis would be simplicity itself. Of course, I knew I would be able to solve it.
Aha. Take that. Lantern, dresser, give me the money. Lots of money in the jug. Alright, save and then we'll do the mirror. The mirror is what we're here for, of course. The mirror, the reflection, it's hideous. Alright then, we found it, so it won't be long before. Yes, you're right, any moment now. One is advised not to approach the mirror, ma'am. Right on cue. Hello, Booster. I presume this is the morbid mirror. Indeed, ma'am. The discovery of it is unexpected. Nevertheless, this is certainly the mirror in question, reflecting, as it does, a singularly unpleasant visage. Even as we speak. That is your own face, Worcester. Indeed, ma'am. It is said that the Looking Glass harbors magical powers. One is reminded of a deeply reflective puzzle. Get your light to shine on the treasure. If you select one of these crystals, it more than doubles its size and can change the direction in which your light travels. Okay, so... okay. Haha.
This analysis would be simplicity itself. Puzzles are really very simple when you know the proper methods.
Executed most keenly, ma'am. Now, if you will be kind enough to excuse me, I have a prior matter to attend to. Butlering is a busy profession, I see. Never mind that, look at this, there's a void behind the mirror. Ah, severed head! Save your vocal cords, Emiliana, it's just a mannequin's head. Yes, the head is positioned so it appears to be an image in the center of the mirror. Oh, yes, and in fact, this isn't a mirror at all. It's made of some special reflective glass. You can actually see through it. There's even a lamp behind the mannequin's head to illuminate it, which gives the illusion of a severed head reflected in a mirror. Oh lord, the mystery of the morbid mirror is solved. Gosh, that only leaves one of the White House horror stories remaining. Yes, it seems that rather than working separately, joining forces has paid off. If you think so. I don't. Oh? What I need for a successful investigation is information, not collaboration. The only person I can rely on is myself. Other people are a distraction. Thanks for the pep talk. Anyway, enough of this. Clearly the morbid mirror is just another trick. Is everything alright, Miss Layton? I just had a strong sense that somebody's watching us. The last of these 6 horrors remained the searching soul. I couldn't say, but I think it would be a good idea to return to the living room. I'll get that head in place one day. Alright, another puzzle, another time to save, and let's head back. We are so close, we're finishing this. That's strange, no Worcester, but he was just in here. Look! It's a ghost! Where did it go? It just vanished. No, it went down the corridor over there. Oh, listen, I can hear footsteps. It's someone climbing the stairs. Or something. Come along, everyone, after it. Dun 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 dun. Are you alright, Liza? Goodness me, whatever is the matter? You all look as white as sheets. Where's the ghost? We're hot on his heels. It doesn't appear to have been in here, though. It must have vanished. You didn't see anything, Liza. Oh dear, you have been plagued by a terrifying ghost, haven't you? Well, we saw a ghostly white figure, certainly. Oh my goodness, this house really is cursed. You didn't see anything, Liza. No, nothing. I have just been here in this room. Well, this is where the ghost was heading, and there are no other rooms it could have disappeared into. Are you trying to suggest, Katrielle, it passed through a solid wall? Well, ghosts are ephemeral beings. It could have simply disappeared. Just like they appear out of nowhere, sometimes. Liza, do you have any idea why ghosts might be appearing in your home? No, no idea whatsoever. Although, I feel like I do understand how a ghost must feel sometimes. Whatever do you mean by that? All alone in the dark. The poor ghosts must be very lonely, I imagine. I think they wander around looking for company, really. Like in this puzzle. The black ghosts travel along the white paths, and the white ghosts travel along the black paths. They've been split up. Use 5 panels to connect the maze so that the white ghosts are reunited and the black ghosts are reunited. Alright, neat. That won't work for you, because you need... The other black ghost... Yeah, I mean, the other white ghost is here. That's gotta wrap around somehow. Yeah, that's a good piece. And maybe this one can connect them a little more. That would block it off. I guess I need it up here. white can't get back together like that. Okay, that could work. No, but I can't move the centerpiece. There's no rotating. That doesn't quite connect, though. It works for the black dots, but it doesn't seem to work for the white dot. Okay, this might do it. No, that still blocks off the white. Oh man. That looks kinda right, but I don't think that counts on the black path. I don't think that's quite connected enough. That doesn't even let it out. Here we go, I might be onto something now. Aha, okay, so this scenario, the black dot can go along this white path up to here and around and boom. White dot can go through this black path and around where the black dot started and boom. Oh, good with that.
This should do it, I think. Puzzles are made for solving.
Yay, ghost love. People are scared of ghosts, aren't they? But even ghosts can have friends. Unlike me, all alone in this ridiculously large house. Liza. I suppose the ghost we just saw was the so-called searching soul. Yes, and it didn't see any signs of trickery this time, unlike the other 5 supernatural phenomena. So perhaps it was a real ghost? Of course it wasn't, it must have been a trick of some kind. A searching soul roaming around looking for company. That's gonna do it for case 5. Let's see how it all plays out. I'm not gonna lie, this one's not hard to deduce. Now I've uncovered the truth. Interesting. I've completed my own profiling assessment and reached a conclusion too. Well then, looks like it's time to reveal the truth about the White House horrors. It seems we both arrived at the truth at the same time. How disappointing. Let's go and tell Liza. Liza, we've managed to ascertain the truth about all the strange happenings. You have? Goodness, that's a surprise, I must say. Nobody else managed to. I was expecting you to be a little happier. Oh no, I am happy. Please do tell me everything you've learned. Turns out, the ghosts weren't haunting the house after all. What they've been haunting is your heart.
I've deduced the identity of your ghost. It's Miss Seeker. First name, Attention.
Who?
No, that's not right. Let me rephrase. Not Miss Attention Seeker, but Queen Attention Seeker the 13th. Liza, you used your wonderful craft skills to make ghosts yourself, didn't you? You deliberately engineered all this fuss, setting the people who came to investigate an impossible puzzle to solve. Liza, you've been lonely, haven't you?
I'm so sorry. I just needed company. I needed someone to talk to. Anyone. I just couldn't bear it any longer.
Well, you can always call on me, Liza. I'll be happy to chat with you anytime you like.
Oh, Katrielle, you're too kind.
And don't worry, I'll give you my very best consultation rate.
You're going to charge her? You realise Liza hasn't been over for a chinwag, even once. You think she's dressing up as ghosts again?
No pause for alarm, Shirl. Liza has plenty of new friends now. Ghost hunters have flocked to the house. She's even set up a club for people interested in that sort of thing. It's called the Supernaturalists.
It is.
Perhaps they'd be interested in a supernatural talking dog, huh?
Hey, I'd wear clothes if I could.
That quote hasn't aged well from the 3DS version, because now I can dress you up, like I did for this chapter.
Anyway, I'm pleased for Liza. At least she doesn't have to be a lone wolf anymore.
Yes, although she may be overcompensating. They seem to have ghost parties at the house every single day now. She sent this photograph. Look.
I say.
Shocking.
She was a ghost of her true potential for so long, just waiting in that big, lonely house for somebody to notice her. Now she has dozens of friends, and she can finally start enjoying her life. Yeah, that one's stupidly simple. But hey, maybe the epilogue will be entertaining. Ooh. I'm the ghost of the White House. Run, alive, powerless mortal! Oh, if you don't run, I'll reveal the horror of my true form! Run, before terror grips you! Run! Even the scream does not dare to emerge from your mouth. I will spare you today, but I'll be back! How did I do, Wooster? Did I scare you today? Regrettably not, ma'am. The performance had one or two holes, if you will forgive the impertinence. Your choir had a distinctly beastly quality to it, ma'am, rather than a ghostly one. It was something of a mixed metaphor, shall we say. Oh dear, I don't seem to have done very well. Scaring people is really very tricky. Indeed, ma'am. However, if I may offer some small insights, there is perhaps one fundamental rule to observe. Yes? Conviction, ma'am. One must not merely wish to scare people. One must wish to terrify them to their very cores. But how, Wooster? Your curiosity will be your end. You will never leave this house. Instead, you will remain here for all eternity in an endless cycle of torment and despair. A ghost must convince its victims that all hope is lost, ma'am. I see. I thought you were actually saying that to me for a moment. And the dread must show in your eyes, ma'am. The voice must come from the very depths of the abyss. Forgive the maladroit performance, ma'am, but perhaps some useful pointers have been demonstrated. You're too scary, Wooster. Indeed, ma'am. I was endeavoring to give an understated delivery. I'm afraid that understated for you, Wooster, is still extremely terrifying. I confess it has been brought to my attention that my visage has a certain unworldly quality, ma'am. It is unfortunate since I am, as you are aware, a most jovial and cheerful person. Oh, well, to be honest, that's something of a surprise to me. Well, anyway, I think my friends will be arriving soon, so perhaps we'd better end today's practice. Very good, ma'am. Might I inquire whose company we'll have the pleasure of sharing today? Oh, it's just another supernaturalist gathering, that's all. And we'll be having the party as usual, so if you could make the necessary preparations. Of course, ma'am. I shall brace myself for the fright I will no doubt encounter in the morning when I awaken to tidy up. Alright, we're gonna end off with our new minigame levels. Not ideal meal though, just the other two. And I guess I did miss a collection item in chapter 6, so I could go look for it, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's worth it though. Alright, here in the passers-by, everyone wants a tiara. And only the second person will buy the extra tiara. Alright. I want you to pass by the tiara and the 2 red jewels, which could go here. You need to pass by just 2 tiaras. You need to pass by the tiara and the sapphires. Oh, he went for the closer tiara, that's a problem. if I do this, it'll force his hand down there. And then she'll buy those two. But I need to make sure that he's passing by both of these in the process. No, now that's considered the closest one. The rules of which one is closest seem a little finicky. Well, if he's gonna go up there, then I'm gonna do this. Okay, so that would be the issue there. Now that one's considered the— oh my god. Okay, get him in the top right corner. That should work. This should work. Sold out. And that just leaves everyone's favorite minigame, the dog maze. Wallapie will roll down and squash roll if the supporting block drops it. Alright, so yeah, if I lower yellow, then this comes tumbling down, but it'll land in a hole. I mean, I could even just get that out of the way right now. But then that blocks that, so maybe I don't want to do it right away. And if a ball fills the hole, then another ball can roll over it. Alright, 4. I can do this in 4. Need to get him positioned with the center. No. Oh wait, there's no way to go straight up through because of the 2 back-to-back pinks. No, I keep pressing B to undo, which is bad. It's Y to undo. Yeah. So then maybe. I do blue, that makes a path for this ball. We're in those boxes. Just gonna lower them all and see how that goes. I don't think that was quite the way. What else can I do? My first move is gonna be to the left. The other 3 have to be up, right, up, or left, Can't go down if I'm already on the bottom row, so it's gotta be some sort of blah kind of path. That might actually be good to keep. Might actually be good to keep that box on the right where it is so that I can go up here. But I'd have to make sure not to lower the yellow or else I'm gonna get that path blocked. That feasible. Also be left up, left up. There's no way to fill that corner, so I can't stop at the corner and go left from there. Right, I have a plan now. I thought I had a plan. He can walk over the ball. Darcy B button. But, Tracing out paths in my mind. Oh, wait a minute. You know what I hadn't considered yet was blocking those balls. I need to do something like that. What other balls can I block? And where should I block it? I can't block any in this column, but can I block any in this column? No, because that's the same color. Or would it? Okay, I don't think that really led me to any insights. Maybe I need to get him next to this purple one and then move upward. I would need a clear shot up, and I would need a way for him to get. Playing around with it. Oh, I can get that ball there, which is a little different. Aha! That's what I want. Oh my god. Now if I can just get here, I can go straight up. So I need to block that ball there like I did before, but also... Wait, can I even do that? Okay, so how I got that ball in that spot was... I feel like that should be better than it is. Look at all these balls I got stopped in the one place. It's gonna come down to stopping these balls, I know it. I do not know. Still looking at it. Alright, let me try blocking that off and then putting that back up. Breaking those boxes. Makes a little pile up in the corner. I should be able to walk into the ball and then up towards that box. That, well, yeah, that box will still be there. Ah. Alright, there it is. All caught up on the minigames. Next time on Katrielle and the Millionaires Conspiracy, we go after the elusive Rat Man, or something like that. I don't know. That'll be Thursday night. So, thanks to anyone who stopped by. Hope you have a good night. Roll credits.